What's up, guys? Today we're going to be installing some mud flaps on my 2021 Volkswagen ID.4 Pro S rear-wheel drive. We got these on AliExpress, and let's get to it installing them. Let's take a moment and thank today's video sponsor, EV Wash. They make a line of more sustainable vehicle cleaning products for your EV or other car. Comes in this lovely carrying case, makes it easy to travel with. We're gonna be using their interior cleaner with UV protectant to wipe off the door of my ID.4 and get rid of some of the fingerprints on the notorious piano black. Just like that, wipes right off. They include a cloth with their wash kit. We do have a code down below for 30% off your first order, and it's pretty slick. All their products come in aluminum bottles. Thank you to EV Wash for sponsoring today's video. So here we have the flaps themselves. These rear ones actually show the ID.4 logo, which I kind of like. Here we have the other rear one, and we have the right front. I have the left front already set up there by the tire. And here we have some of the hardware that's included. So you do have replacement screws, however I don't think they'll be necessary. And this is a combination T25 and Phillips head angle driver. I'm not going to be using that, and I don't think I'm going to be replacing the screws either, but we shall see if it's necessary. I think the existing screws will be long enough. And I'm not sure why they give you the screw backing anchor spots. I'm not sure where we're supposed to use those, but we shall see. I'm actually going to be using my own T25 on ratchet, but let's get to it. We're going to start on the rear. And if you watch my trailer hitch install video, you're already pretty familiar with these screws. These are the screws that hold on the rear bumper. So we're going to be removing this screw here, that's a T25 head. We're going to be removing this screw here, that's a T25 as well. And we're going to come under here and we're going to be removing this T25 as well. So let's remove all three of those and move on to installing the mud flap. And those three screws are now removed. And let's get to fitting this mud flap. So you can see, kind of just lines right up, just like that. And let's put those screws back in. And just like that, we have mud flap number one installed. You can see the two screws there. And we have the one screw under there. And here you can see kind of what it looks like. So it does stick out a bit from the side, helping prevent some of that spray from getting on the road. And now it's time to move to the front of the car to do one of the front mud flaps, and then we'll just move to the other side, which will be the exact same thing. Just repeating what we did on the rear on the other rear, and repeating what we're about to do on the front on the other front. So we've now moved to the driver front. We're gonna be removing this screw, and there's actually a clip right here, so you're going to want a spudger, flathead screwdriver, something along those lines to release that clip. We're gonna start with releasing that clip so you can kind of see how to do it. So you want to grab on one edge here, kind of carefully. It's a little tricky with the camera in hand. Let me actually grab my panel tool. That will make this easier. Sometimes those are tricky, sometimes they're pretty easy. This one's proving to be a little tricky. And we're back with a proper trim tool. Let's get back under there. Having the camera in one hand, it did not make it easy to release this clip, but here you can see the general premise. You have to release this center portion. And I did that with this trim tool, which kind of hooks around it. And then you pull out the whole assembly as one. But now let's get to those two Torx T25 screws, and then we'll put on the actual mud flap. And just like that, we have the front mud flap installed there. You can see what it looks like. It does have kind of that ID pattern. So we did put that little clip back in. So you put the big portion in first, and then you push in the center portion, and that's how you lock that in. And then we have the two screws here. T25, just secure them snug. Now we're gonna move on to the other side. I'm not gonna show you the full details on the other side since it should be exactly the same as this side, just flipped. But if you have any questions, post down below and I will show you that in kind of a time lapse. All right, I pulled the ID.4 out of the garage here. Let's show you guys what it looks like. So I think the back end with the trailer hitch and now the mud flaps looks quite a bit more aggressive than it did before. Here you can see the mud flaps with the ID.4 showing. Got the 2-inch trailer hitch. You can kind of see the other one on the rear. I do like that these stick out a fair amount off the edge of the car. That way they help reduce the road spray. And here we're going out to the front. Same thing, they stick off the car quite a bit, and I like that, being that it should help reduce some of the road spray onto the driver door and the rest of the side of the car. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button down below. If you want to see future ID.4 and other EV content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Would really like to know what you guys think of these splash guards. Are they something you'd install on your car? Anyway, if you're interested, link down below. See you guys next time.